subscribe? Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
What do we know about Black New Yorkers at this time that are from New York City and New York State? It's a really sort of interesting dynamic, right? Because you have people like, let's say, people like Gina Manuel's family, right, who we started with, who in the 1870s, her family had been here for about 70 years. So there's a very long history of people actually being from New York, or the New York, at least, area. But then also, too, there's also a strong influx of people who have come to New York City, particularly between the decades of the 1790s, 1800, and 1810, from the French West Indies. Because the Haitian Revolution was one of the largest revolutions in the Atlantic world, we do see a significant population of people coming here from Saint Domingue, which is Haiti, from Martinique, and from Guadeloupe, because as you can imagine, race was a little different in the French Caribbean. You have maybe Black people who were a part of a petite bourgeoisie class who was concerned about the fact that insurrection might mean that they might be murdered in the revolution, so they came to New York. But then you also have a significant population of white enslavers who are bringing their enslaved people to New York as well. So it's complicated in that regard, because it's like, when do we talk about the origin of these people, right? Like I'm saying with Gina Manuel's family. I mean, because her family, like she said, they can go back to the 1790s, but as well as her family, they also immigrated to this country, some of them. And then I'm sure some of them have origins probably in other parts of this country as well. But we do know that has been a strong Black community in this city that have been here from Dutch occupation, right? And a lot of those people who, let's say, were not enslaved, were maybe able to maintain their residence in New York. But as you can imagine,
they had a reparations hearing in New York. They had a reparations hearing in New York, and I'm telling y'all, we have to really keep our eyes on these reparations hearings, these reparations task force agencies that's happening around the country. We got to really keep our eyes on them. And at this reparations hearing or meeting or whatever it was in New York, they were really trying to do some backdoor stuff. And this is why we really got to keep our eyes on everything. Delineation is very important. There's a reason why people keep trying to shame us for delineating, because they understand the term foundational Black American is such a powerful term, and it's a lockdown term. It locks down who's supposed to get what, and people can't really tether on it. That doesn't mean that people are not trying to try. At this hearing, they had some Caribbean activists up there. And boy, they were trying to backdoor. They were saying a lot of stuff that some of these people be coming in these spaces saying. They were like, well, we need to see who's going to qualify for reparations, because we do understand that in the 1700s and early 1800s, there were a lot of Caribbean immigrants who came to the United States, some from the Dutch West Indies and the French West Indies and the British West Indies, whoop-de-whoop. They would come, some immigrated from Jamaica in the 1700s. So some of them were here for years before the first census was taken, or before the census was taken in the 1860s, whatever the argument they were using. So they were really trying to use that backdoor argument. And that dude Revenue, he tries to do that too. He talks about certain people who were over here in the 1800s who were Caribbean, or who came from the Caribbean. Understand this. I want y'all to understand something. And watch these talking points, because these are backdoor talking points meant to undermine us. A lot of these people, and again, they were enslaving people back and forth. There were a handful of people who came over, just a very small handful, some business people who happened to be Black or whatever. I want y'all to understand this. When they came over in the 17 and 1800s, that was a part of the ethnogenesis, ladies and gentlemen. See, your ethnogenesis, that erases your prior national origin. See, just like when people say, well, you guys are African, but when we got here, we became a whole new ethnic group. Some people say we were Aboriginal. That's true. When we start dealing with the white supremacists, we became a whole new ethnic group. If you came over from the Caribbean around the same time, you became part of a new ethnic group. You were part of the ethnogenesis. So those people who came over from the Caribbean, 1800s, they became part of a new ethnic formation. You became a part of that foundational Black American lineage. Over generations, you intermarried, merged cultural practices. You were subjected to the same racial caste system as other foundational Black Americans on American soil. Your Caribbean identity at that time, it was dissolved within the system here, because this was the formation of the United States. You became ethnically a foundational Black American. You didn't remain a Caribbean American. In fact, the descendants of those people, you can't go back to the Caribbean and say, hey, I'm a Caribbean, my family was here in the 1700s. You would have to immigrate there. You would have to immigrate to the Caribbean if you wanted to move back. You see? You would have to apply for a visa or residency, just like any foreigner. That proves your lineage and your legal identity is no longer Caribbean. You can't claim a homeland that doesn't recognize you as a native. Just like Africa, we cannot go to Africa without going in as foreigners. That's why we don't use the term, like we don't say we're African. We're not continental Africans. We have African genetics, but we're not continental Africans. We are a new ethnic group. You understand? And if the people came over here at that time, they were helping to build what we now call the foundational Black American identity. You were part of that foundational Black American lineage. You understand? You can't claim two ethnogenesis at once. You can't say my people are Caribbean and then claim to be descendants from the people who left the Caribbean identity behind to become Americans 3 centuries ago. See, those are two separate ethnogenesis tracks. Does that make sense, family? Because listen, you're not, the 1700s, early 1800s, the Caribbean identity was still being formed. The Caribbean was still going through an ethnogenesis. You understand what I'm saying? The Caribbean as we know it, it wasn't that. They were still forming an ethnogenesis there in the Caribbean. The music, the dance, the patois, that was still being formed. That wasn't codified yet. So they were still going through an ethnogenesis. Hell, the foods was different. 1700s, early 1800s, hell, like places like Jamaica, they didn't even have curry chicken yet. They didn't have curry goat, none of that shit. They didn't get curry until around 1845 when they brought over those East Indian indentured servants from Calcutta. They didn't have not jerk, they had jerk chicken with the Maroons, but jerk chicken didn't get popularized to the 1900s. The Maroons would do jerk chicken, but I'll get on that in a second. But as far as the curry, that didn't start to 1845 when those East Indians got there. Now, the jerk chicken and all that, some of the Maroons, what they would do, they would bake food underground so that the smoke wouldn't be detected by the British, so they wouldn't be found. And they called that jerking, which was an amalgamation of an indigenous word called churkey, something like that. It was called churkey, and they were also using the same term over here, where you would dry meat. That's where we get the term beef jerky and all that stuff. You get meat and you dry it and you cure it. So we had jerky over here. They had jerk chicken there. You see? But the point is, they were still formulating their culture there. It wasn't Caribbean culture as we know it, so they were already going through an ethnogenesis here. So when you leave before your ethnogenesis, before your culture is even codified, and you're coming over here at a time where our culture is being cultivated and codified, you're a part of our ethnogenesis, so you're not Caribbean. if you were here in the 1700s. You're not, if your lineage has been here since the 1700s, you're not Caribbean. Yeah. So we're watching people do all of these little backdoor tactics. And by the way, the Caribbeans, they got a reparations platform. They got CARICOM. They got CARICOM over there. So people who are current Caribbeans, they can get that. But we're not going to let people come over here and backdoor. They're not going to backdoor the reparations here. And we're seeing a lot of that. All right, let me get some of these folks in here. Family, come on up here. Let me get y'all in here. Let me get some of these folks in here. A lot of folks are making requests. Let's get you up. Let's get up.
How you doing, brother?
Who's that? Lila?
No, it's pronounced Leah.
Leah. How you doing, Leah?
I'm doing good. I'm so glad I caught you live.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to speak a little bit of peace here. Some of these tethers out here be saying the FBA is xenophobic because we're just choosing to just delineate and just do our own thing. But we are the main people that's open arms with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that they've been disrespecting us for a long time, talking about how we're lazy, we're this, we're that. And then the minute we say, okay, since we all that, go over there and go chill and let us do our own thing. And then they have a problem with it.
Right.
You know?
Right. And rightfully so. We should have been on this. We should have been on this because the thing is, we've allowed a lot of stuff to happen. We've let them talk greasy for a long time. We've said, okay, they're down bad. We'll let them say whatever. We ain't gonna punch down. We had that mindset, but then it just got so bad where we just had to say, hey, look, enough is enough. Enough is a damn enough, because now these people are getting into political positions and they're deliberately undermining us, as we're seeing with some of these reparations hearings. They're going in there specifically trying to undermine our reparations claims.
Absolutely.
What's up, Angel? How you doing, brother?
How you doing, brother? I just want to say all love to you, but to expound on the point that you were making, absolutely, and they get offended when you confront them about it. It's
Right.
like, bro, like hypothetically, like we're cousins, right? It's like you confront your cousin about something, he get offended at you when you let your cousin stay at your house, eat off your table, in the house that you fucking built.
Yeah, it's deep, man. It's real deep, and folks act like we ain't supposed to say nothing. Yeah, we're saying something. Yeah, we're saying something because we've there's been like a sense of entitlement. We've let them do shit for so long. Sometimes people take your kindness for weakness, and now people are getting a culture shock that we're checking everybody. We're just not allowing any form of disrespect at this point. Raw, what's up, Raw? Raw? Okay, Raw ain't saying nothing. Let's get Copper American.
Yo, what's going on? Peace, Tariq.
How you
I've been
doing, Copper?
following you for a minute.
Cool. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, been following you for a minute since Color Purple? I mean, not the color.
Hidden Colors.
Hidden
That's what they
Colors.
said, the color purple. Now,
Um,
I'm Danny
you know,
Glover.
so
Not the color purple.
well,
Man.
look, the picture in the back that you got up, you look like Danny Glover in that.
No, I look like the dude from Captain Phillips. That's
Hey,
what I
but
look like. So what's on your mind, brother?
right, Yakub or something like that.
Oh yeah.
But I got a couple questions if you don't mind.
Go
So,
ahead, man. Go ahead.
what's your status with Umar?
Nothing. I haven't talked to
One.
Umar in like over a decade. There was nothing. I haven't talked to him, and I wish him the best, but yeah, I haven't talked to him. Hello?
Okay. So, and going back to the FBA xenophobic topic, since we are all of those
What's wrong, Dave?
collective bodies of DNA,
What's
why
wrong?
are we still considering ourselves a
Sit
byword
down.
to America, as in African American, Black American, or foundational Black American? Why not just American instead of a compound word?
Well, the thing is, when we say foundational Black American, that's a commemorative term. because that's a term that really specifies the people who are literally the foundation. So we, as foundational Black Americans, we are exceptional. We're not just American. Somebody who comes over here tomorrow, that's an American, but he ain't the same as me. He ain't the same as my lineage. So we have a different relationship to the culture, the land. We are the culture of this country. We fought in every war in this country. So we, as foundational Black Americans, are extremely exceptional, more exceptional than the white tea supremacists, because they've tried to destroy this country several times on some BS. We've been the ones maintaining the integrity of this country, the culture of this country, the moral high ground of this country. So we're very exceptional, right? Go ahead, brother.
Okay, I understand that. So why not original American instead?
Foundational was better because that lays claim to us really being the pillar of what everything else is built around. See, original, yeah, some of the red natives can kind of latch on to that. They can latch on to that. And some of the red natives, they had no bearing on the building of the United States. They have nothing to do with the building of the United States or United States culture. No disrespect to them. But it was us, the people who became foundational Black Americans. We are instrumental in every nook and cranny of the infrastructure and the culture and the economy of this nation. So foundational is a very strong codified term that just can't be remixed. Now, why do you have a problem with foundational? Why would you have a problem with that? Mr. Copper?
Well, it's not more so foundational. It's more, can you hear me?
I
I
can hear
got
you.
bad reception,
I can hear
but
you,
it's
sir.
not so foundational. But the term black, going back to the etymology and the Black's Law dictionary definition.
No. Yeah,
Um, I
that.
feel like it's a lot of weight behind that.
But that's a term that we already use. We've popularized the term during the Harlem Renaissance. We are the ones who made blackness cool globally. We're the ones who did that during the Harlem Renaissance. Black is not negative. Just because the white supremacists try to make it negative, we don't have to go for that. There's nothing negative about that. It's all about perception. We made blackness cool. We made blackness a thing. We made blackness the culture. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't get into the whole Black's Law dictionary and all that because all of that is based on I'm white and I say so. You understand? Go ahead, brother. Copper, go ahead, brother.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I just wanted to know your stances on it and just put that on,
Now,
put
Copper,
that
let me
out
ask
there
you
for the
this.
people.
Now, Copper,
Because I don't think I've seen an interview with you. Yeah.
Now, Copper, let me ask you this because I hear a slight Caribbean accent. Where in the Caribbean is your family from?
Oh, you already know my family from all up and down the East Coast, man. We
Caribbean, what
so
part?
on my mom's side we black. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so we from North and South Carolina and DC. And we also, and my father, he's Puerto Rican. So yeah.
There we go. There we go. There it is. Okay. There it is. I knew there was a Caribbean thing in there. There's a Caribbean thing in there. And it's okay. So, all right. But thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. See that backdooring family, that goddamn backdoor shit? See? When y'all start hearing Black's Law Dictionary and all that stuff, that's Caribbean talk. All right. Also, family, this is the thing. Have y'all been seeing this? What's up with all of these people, non-FBAs claiming the damn Carolinas? That's a new thing. That's a new thing. A lot of people these non-FBAs are trying to claim North and South Carolina. Family, we know y'all ain't really from no damn North South Carolina. We know the accents. All right, we know the accents. North and South Carolina, they got certain accents. So that's the thing. A lot of people, they're trying to latch on to the Carolinas now. They're trying to backdoor their way into that. A lot of people try to latch on to the Gullah Geechees. That's one thing. That's one thing. You understand? So how do I hear Caribbean? Yeah, Puerto Rico is the Caribbean too now. But there's some other stuff going on in there. He just admitted to Puerto Rico. There's some other stuff going on in there. Sound like some Jamaican. I know accents. I told y'all. I know our accents. Dude, I know foundational Black American accent. I know how we talk. I got family all over the damn place. And some of the FBAs, y'all do too. Y'all got cousins in the South, in the Midwest, on the East, in the North. Y'all got cousins. You know how your family talk. You know when you talk to your cousins from New York, they talk a certain way. You talk to your cousins from South Carolina, they talk a certain way. Alabama, they talk a certain way. New Orleans. We got cousins, dude. We got relatives. We got aunts, uncles, moms. We know. We know accents. Yeah. Let me get some more folks in here. Let's get Phoenix Rising.
Hello, Tariq.
Hey Phoenix, how are you?
I'm fine. I vowed that I would never get on TikTok, and I just happened to see that you were that you were live because I'm on X. This is
Okay.
Dove of Light.
Oh, how you doing, Dove?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. Foundational. I was mentioning this to my brother, and I just now I can email and send him your link. But
Yes.
the foundation means building. We built.
Yes.
Okay, we built. And so I started running this past my great, well, she's my cousin, but she's my like a great aunt. And she's Jehovah Witness, and she started getting mad. She says, I don't want to get mad anymore. I just want to stay in Jehovah.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
she started, and we did this, and then we started going through our family on what they took the house and everything they took from my great aunt Alice up in Brooklyn, New York, taking just how they steal the property or get the property for low, and she was already 80 something and stole her beautiful brownstone and everything, and the building of and just found out about the Black Senecas in Central Park. I just came across that on YouTube
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's up there in New York. Yeah.
in Central Park.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I mean, since I just really discovered you back in March, you know that, right? So,
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
I just I had gotten on X because I got a new phone, and I said, Tyreek, just check this out. And then I just was hooked on your X, and then I thought, gosh, why don't you record it so I could just go back and listen sometimes? Because I mean, you get to some people that just call up and this one hollering woman named Vicky or something. I never get over that one. That was funny,
Wait,
boy.
was that the white tea woman? Was that her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we used to have a
Yeah, I
good
mean,
time
she
on
was like, "We're loving kumbaya," and you were like, "You don't kumbaya up in here."
there. Yeah, I got to do another. I got to get back on there because a lot of people have been wanting me to get on there. I like it over here because I don't have to use all these different setups to record. And thank you, Devin. Like, thank you so much. Hold on. Who's over there? Somebody's making up a bunk bed over there. Should Chantel hold on, dear? But what old boy was talking about, and Dove of Life made a good point. Foundational in foundational Black American, that's powerful. No, that works, and it caught on because it's so powerful and it works so well, and people can remix it. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a powerful term. Foundational, that implies builders of the nation, not just presence, not just you here. Foundational implies builders of the nation. The word foundational, that clearly denotes that this ethnic group built the very foundation of the United States. That's either true or not damn true. That don't just mean no original or first and none of that. That means essential. Foundational means essential to the development of the country's economy, the infrastructure, the laws, and the cultural identity. Original means, hey, it's just somebody, sitting on a mound somewhere. Okay. You could have been somewhere sitting down on a mountain 2,000 years ago. Okay, you were here first, but we were foundational to the infrastructure of what will become the United States. Foundational, that ties directly to the creation of the U.S. as a nation state. Yeah. See, when we do Aboriginal or original, see, that starts getting confused with Native American politics. And that's been flipped already. That's why I stay away from a lot of that. The Native American thing, that the family, that's been flipped already. The white supremacists, they done went in there and just ran roughshod. They done tricked up the dolls rolls, paid their little $5. So that's why the Indian chiefs now look like Justin Bieber. They done flip that. So even getting, no, I don't even touch that. It's been flipped. You got to unflip that first and then get it. It's too much. That's too damn much. They got the tribal princesses looking like Britney Spears. Dude, it's been flipped already. They done gutted them tribes and remixed them. You see? So I don't even want to get mixed up with that. See, the word Aboriginal, which is fine in some cases, but it's strongly associated with the native tribes. And a lot of that will confuse lineage discussion. And then that opens up the door to a lot of false equivalencies. And then identity conflation. Because see, y'all start saying, hey, let's instead of foundational, let's say we native. All right? And we should get reparations as natives. And what's going to happen is them same $5 Indians going to show up and be like, yep, I'm native just like him. So where's my check too? They already got that sewn up. They're going to edge you out of the line. Yeah? And also original Black American, that sounds very vague. That sounds, it lacks political sharpness. Original, that's a soft, unfocused term. They don't really carry a lot of historic political specificity. Yeah. It doesn't really imply contribution or continuity. You see, foundational is you can't have anything without the foundation. Foundational Black American, that's a very unique lineage specific cultural identity. Excuse me. You understand? Foundational, that carries a lot of moral weight as well. That lets you know that there was theft, exploitation, and a debt that's owed. Yeah, not just we just showed up and we wanted something. No, we're the foundation, and the foundation, there has to be compensatory justice for the foundation. Who's this with all this noise? Chantel, is that you?
I am so sorry to have that in my background, but I have really, let me hold on, turn this down, to you for what you have done for foundational Black Americans for years.
Yes, ma'am.
And when these people come on here and they're the musty crusties, and most of them are from like the UK, and they're over here. Why are you worried about us?
Yeah.
That's my concern. Why are you worried about what we're doing and you're not doing the same thing in your own place?
Yeah.
You could be foundational Black Americans in your, or Americans, or whatever the fuck you want to call. Excuse me. I don't know what we're supposed to talk about here, but it cracks me up when you're like, you really get into them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But I'm on here, I'm supporting you every
Yeah.
day, everything, and every time.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, dear. She made a good point. We got like when I do lives on Twitter around this time, we get the UK tethers calling up mad. The UK tether, y'all notice that the UK tethers seem to have a lot of vitriol. Not all, and I'm cool with a lot of UK people. A lot of UK folks are riders. Let me say that. We do have some riders in the UK. We got some riders, but we got a lot of haters out of the UK. We got a lot of riders, but there are a lot of haters in the UK. And even on here, there's a lot of UK tethers who sit up whining about foundational Black Americans all day. You all the way in the UK. So why are you whining about us all the time? See, they don't like us acknowledging our foundational Black American lineage. See, that disrupts that Pan-African fantasy of global sameness. Yeah. So cats can't, you can't latch on to what we do. Because a lot of cats just kind of sit back and watch what we do and kind of claim it as their own. Like over there in the UK, they start talking about they created damn drill rap. Y'all remember they were saying that? Y'all remember they were saying that they created goddamn drill rap in the damn UK. How you create drill rap? Drill is a gun. Drilling is a gun. That's a gun. A drill is a street term for a gun. Drill came out of Chicago. Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. They were saying they created drill rap. Y'all can't even carry guns over there. How you gonna create drill? Yeah, what's up, brother Leo? Yeah, that's out of Chicago. Y'all can't carry guns out there. You can't drill nothing. You know? No drill rap came out of no UK. Y'all rapping about English muffins. And they go boom, boom, boom. And they go pop, pop, pop. And boom, no ruckus. Boom, boom, pop, pop. Boom, boom, boom. You got to make gun sounds because you ain't got no gun. Yeah? That is, no, it's not. Yeah, y'all did not know. No. And yeah, no disrespect to my UK people, but come on now. They'll get their stab on and they'll knife you. They'll get the knife and, they'll slash you, but you ain't drilling. You know, I'm doing the most. I put beans on toast. Your body is ghost. You're doing the most. You fuckers. I'll shoot you, suckers. Whatever. Okay. But a lot of these folks, some of the tethers over there, not all, but some of the tether class, they get over there and they get around that British colonial education and, they start trying to act like the whitey British and try to look down on us as if they're more refined. So they try to play that game. Yeah. And also us, and here's the thing, listen, us having lineage pride, a lot of them feel like that exposes the lack of fight among some of the immigrant groups. Yeah, a lot of people, unfortunately, they had to go to the UK for safety. Yeah, you went over there, you didn't really have any bearings on any of the laws. You understand? So a lot of times you had to go over there, you had to make some kind of deal, and you had to go over there as a refugee, and you feel a certain way about that. But when we, foundational Black Americans, we ain't refugees, we ain't immigrants, we ain't made no deals, and we built this country and the culture of it, some people feel a certain way when we acknowledge that. They feel a certain way when we acknowledge that. Yeah. And some people, they feel like they're being excluded from some of the benefits of foundational Black Americans organizing and just getting stuff popping. We're talking about cultural ownership. And people feel like, okay, they won't be able to latch on so easily. No. All you got to do is just give credit. Just don't try to. No, this is not a replay. Somebody said, is this a replay? This is not a replay. Just give credit. Don't take what we do and then claim it. No. Just give credit and respect. Yeah. Just give credit and respect. Yeah. Let me get Boo. What's your name? Boo 2. What's up, Boo 2? Boo 2, you in here? All right, Boo 2 ain't in here. Boo 2 ain't saying nothing. Let me get some more people in here. Let's get beautiful Black.
Hey, can you hear me, Tariq?
Yes, ma'am. How are you, dear?
I'm good. Been following you forever in 3 days.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. What city you in?
Well, I'm currently in Miami because I'm going on a cruise for my birthday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where's the cruise going to? The Bahamas? The where?
Dominican Republic,
Oh,
right? So
well,
I'm scared.
what the hell are you dropping in there, girl?
Oh, does that mean?
Wait, you're
Oh,
saying,
that's
hold
not
on.
me.
What, is that good guy? Yo, good guy.
Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know, man.
Bro, what you making? What you making? A cup of noodles? What you doing?
No, I'm just putting up the dishes.
Okay, hold on. Let me put you on mute for a minute. I get you in a minute. Let me talk to the sister. This brother up here boiling crack on the stove. He's like, don't do that with us on the phone. I don't want to be an
Tariq,
accessory.
hush.
Oh, I
You
gotta
a
rock this
mess.
up before my plug comes. Okay. All right, just rock it up later. So what's up
You
with
keep me
you?
laughing so hard on here. I be laughing every day. Like, this man is insane.
So how old are you, dear? How old are you?
I'll be 51.
Oh wow. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Are you a good looking 51 or are you do you look like Della Reese low key?
Oh no, baby. This is a 31 looking year old, 51 year
Oh,
old.
so you about to go on a cruise and catch something.
I'm about to.
Oh,
Not for real though, cause yeah,
no, it's okay. You're gonna go get you something, and that's fine. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You get your groove back.
Yeah,
But
right. Well,
now,
I
now,
never lost it though. Now, come on now.
now, where y'all going on the cruise?
So we're going to the Dominican Republic, to the
Okay,
DR. Yeah, and it's just a 4 day, and then I'm gonna do a turnaround. Then I'm gonna go on Virgin voyages.
okay,
So yeah, I
okay.
never been on Virgin.
All right, now don't come back with Juan to my head. You're beautiful black. I need a green card. I need a card. I need a 90-day fiance. I need a card. I know I black. I black for the month. For 2 months I black. But I know black after 90 days. After 90 days, I'm no black no more. I be black for Jew. For Jew. I eat chitlins and greens for Jew. For Jew.
You are a mess,
Yeah.
a whole entire mess.
But
But
be safe.
I
But go
wanted
ahead,
to
dear.
say something though, because I'm a nurse, right? Of course,
Yes.
right? We're all RNs. But anyway, and I see the hierarchy when they become charge nurses.
Oh Lord.
And man, they look out for each other so bad. Like you're gonna get the worst assignment if you Black American.
Hmm.
They really hold it down for each other, and I'm like, it gets me so upset because, like, I would never do that. I never thought to do that.
Dude, they look out for their people. Let one of them get in, and they end up becoming a supervisor. Everybody on the staff will look like my picture in this profile right here. Everybody be looking just like that. You did after about 2 months, it'd be Tether Fest. You understand? They look out for each other and delineate all the damn time, and
Right,
then get
right,
mad when we start looking out for each other. Yeah,
absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
but anyway,
Well,
but be safe.
one last thing I want to
Oh,
add. One last thing. Stop, Tariq.
go
One
ahead.
last thing. So what are we gonna do once they lose their accent and acclimate into our culture more, but they still have their allegiances with their original homelands and stuff?
Yeah, we're peeping them out. They can't hide that well. Again, we look at them hairlines. We know who's who. We know who's who.
In 20 years, though, you think
Yeah,
it'll be better or
yeah,
different?
yes. They're trying to assimilate, but we know who's who. Yeah, it's hard for them. It takes them about 3 or 4 generations to get that hairline lost. You know, and them heads to get back down to our size. It takes a few generations. So we know who's who. We know. But yeah, like I said, what the sister was talking about them jobs, man. They talk about we all together, whatever. Man, you go to your job, it ain't never just one Jamaican working there. It ain't never just one Filipino working there. It ain't never just one Somalian working there. Never. They bring in their people. They do nepotism. They do ethnic nepotism. They look out for their people. Some of them be having scam degrees and all types of stuff, scam licenses. They let them on in. You're working right there with them. Yeah, so don't let them fool you with all of that. We all in this together. No, we're looking out for our lineage just like you look out for your lineage. The good guy, what's up, brother? You through cooking weight? Good guy.
Oh,
What's up, brother?
hey man, appreciate you letting me on. Yeah, I just got done wrapping my shit up. But
No doubt. Now, how old are you, brother? You sound like a young brother.
I'm 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 in my low 30s.
Oh, right. Okay, you sound real young. What's on your mind, brother?
I just had like a little idea to run by you, get your opinion.
Okay, go
Um,
ahead.
Because the rumor is that Haitian was founded by I'm sorry, that Chicago was founded by a Haitian brother, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like niggas like Chief Keef and all them dreadhead goofy looking niggas. Them niggas is the descendants of them Haitian niggas. Would
No,
you
no, no,
still?
no, 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 no. No, what's his name? Jean, what's his name? Disabled. I can't think of his name. The brother who helped found Haiti, not Haiti, but found Chicago. Disabled. Um, Here's the thing. There's been rumors, and I've read that he was from Haiti, but there was no concrete evidence that he was from Haiti because he had a French last name. So there actually is no direct evidence that he is actually from Haiti. He could have been from St. Louis because there was a lot of French people there, or Louisiana. There were a lot of French people there. So there's not any definitive evidence on if he was from Haiti or not. That's been kind of murky. People just kind of assumed it because of the last name. He had a French last name. But yeah, he went up there. Yeah, the people up there ain't got nothing to do with French culture now. They ain't got nothing to do with that. Even when he was founding Chicago, he married, and I think he married an Aboriginal woman up there, and he became a part of the damn ethnogenesis. He became, and also by the time he was here, Haiti wasn't formed. It was still Saint Domingue. So even there's a lot of caveats to that. Who was that down there? What's up, brother? What's your name? Balaguru? Balageru? Yo, Balageru. What's up, brother? Okay. This brother's up here putting up some plates too. All right. So let me get everybody on here. All right. Let's get some more people in here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the gifts up. Let's get the gifts up. Let's get the hearts up. Let's get the hearts up to 500,000. Let's get those hearts up to 500,000. Let's get Miss TJ. Miss TJ, hop on in. Miss TJ. Hello. Okay, people, don't. Ma'am, are you okay? All right. Okay, come on. Y'all got to get it together, family. Do not make a request if you are not ready to get on. All right. If you are not ready to get on, do not make a request, please. All right, let's get this brother here. Let me see. Let's get Shiloh James.
Hey, you can hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I've been trying to get on for a little minute, man. I had a quick question. The movie Spook Who Sat by the Door.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, will we ever get back to those kind of tactics, And I just want to hear your thoughts on that movie.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hold on, Charisma. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Yeah, the Spook Who Sat by the Door, that was a deep movie based on the book by Brother Sam Greenlee. And when they did that movie in the 70s, they got a lot of funding from black business people in Chicago. And by the way, the movie was about a black man who became a FBI agent, and then he used the techniques and tactics from the FBI to train street gangs and black power organizations to launch guerrilla warfare in the streets. And this was actually happening in real life at the time. At the time, you had the black guerrilla family in the prisons. You had the Black Liberation Army out here putting in work. You had a lot of revolutionary groups waging guerrilla warfare in urban areas around the country. So they actually ended up they pulled that movie out of the theaters. Once they found out what it was really about, they blacklisted the movie and they pulled it out of the theaters for decades. So yeah, the movie wasn't even available until like the late 80s, I think. And a brother named Ted Reed, he was the one who bought the rights to it. But those tactics, those were effective in those days. Right now, you got a lot of people who are just off code. That wouldn't work in that degree now because you got so many off code people. But there's other things people can do, politically and socially, and there's other ways to get justice.
I need some more work, baby, tonight. I need some more work on me tonight. I need some more work, baby, tonight. I need some more work on me tonight. Yeah, yeah. I need some more work on me tonight. I need some more work, baby, tonight.